dreams. Now let's get out of here. Finally, somewhere nice. An oasis of horror in a desert of, well, also of horror.
Solsticer, aid me! Even here, the agents of the God King threaten my life. You killed the dreamers, didn't you? You lie. To me, guardians of dreams! Defend your princess against these vile intruders! Let their day descend into nightmare!
Finally, somewhere nice. An oasis of horror in a desert of, well, also of horror.
Zolsticer, aid me! Even here, the agents of the No! I can trust no one. Not even my own kin.
Pauses, considering your response, and sighs with relief.
Pardon my aggression, but my well of trust has gone dry. If you are as honest as I believe you to be, then I would ask you to remain. I am in need of champions.
She pauses, unsure of how much to share, but quickly sheds her suspicions.
I am Sadha, the Red Princess and the future of the lizard race. I must find my prince, crimson as me. Together, we will usher in a new era of dragons, as the prophecies foretell. I am here because it is the only oasis open to me in this arid world. I need protection from the God King. It seems inconceivable to me now. But in my blackest hour, I turned to him for guidance. You must know I was desperate. The House of Shadows closed in around me, determined to kill me before I could become the Mother of Dragons. Then there was a voice. Promises of protection and power in Kingdom Come. I became sworn to the God King. But when I saw his followers, the vilest creatures one could conceive, I realized how poisoned his gifts would be. I did the only thing I could do. I appealed to my old champions of the House of Dreams and fled here, into a world untouchable by my foes. Even here, I hear his voice in dream. No matter which plane one could escape to, he is never far behind. But I cannot stay here forever. My children must return to Rivellon and fulfill their destinies. However, as long as I am sworn, as long as the God King lives, this is impossible. The burden falls on you. If you're willing to bear it, only you can save us. And where else would you have had me turn? Each path led to my sure end. This was the only one in which I could see any future at all. I regret succumbing to his gilded lies. But I know that you can rise up and rip away his grip on our world. You can still free Rivellon. You can still free me. Oh, thank you.
In her enthusiasm, she gives you a hug, then quickly reassumes her royal composure.
You have a daunting task ahead of you. But I might be able to help stoke your embers. You may not. Each portal is an opportunity for the Black Ring to infiltrate my sanctuary. Once you depart, the entrance will close. As much as it pains me. The Empire's future must be assured. I abide. While the God King lives, this place is my only refuge. My flames must stay contained. The portal will return you to Rivellon. May the fires that burn within you remain mighty, kin.
I can see the consulate on the other side. We're almost out.
The consulate garden is easily glimpsed from your side of the portal. Instinct tells you that once you enter, you will not be coming back.
Talk about a nightmare.
Enables tragedies such as these.
Not a good sign.
Safeguard yourself and
Think we could sell its hide? Could make a fortune.
The divine we must ask.
We'll wait until the House of Wars hears about this.
Aye, the giant. Our shields speak.
This will all blow over, trust me.
We shouldn't take the risk. We can be heading elsewhere.
My friend here has taste. I share to trade, friend. Buy some stuff. Or sell some stuff. From my home in Alaros. I packed my life.
I hear water. At least, I hope it's water. It's dark, but I can hear the water below. Ah, it looks like it's flowing from the garden.
Stuff. Beautiful and beguiling stuff. Buying and selling. I've walked this each vale and peak. From
forests fair.
I hear water. At least, I hope it's water.
And in each place I've come to find. I'm sure that's not friends.
I hear water. At least, I hope it's water. Looks like it's heading to the river.
Come this way, but be quick.
The man glowers from under his hood. You glower back. You can't see his eyes, but you know they're trained on you.
You are equipped well enough for a barroom brawl, my friend, but if you strike from the shadows as effectively as you strike in the light, you may find my supplies invaluable. Thieves' Guild, you say? If I knew of such a guild, I wouldn't be inclined to speak of it now, would I? A proposition, eh? Well, you didn't hear this from me, but if you speak to the cheese vendor over by the Good Counsel School, she'll tell you what you need to know about these thieves of yours. Is there more on your mind?
I'll be Lucian, and you can be the icky void woken.
But I don't want to be the void woken. I'm always the void woken.
Looks like it's heading to the river.
What if someone's stealing?
I'll be Lucian, and you can be the icky void woken.
My big brother said a voidling will come and eat my shoes if I don't do his chores. I don't want a voidling to eat my shoes. I'm Lucian.
Our parents will be busy praying all day. We can stay out and play as long as we like. I'll be Lucian, and you can be the icky void woken.
What if someone's stealing?
You have the trust of Lord Arthur. Show
Right at your fingertips. What if someone's stealing?
Ibla?
Greetings, stranger. May the dawn greet you warmly, and the twilight guide you to peace. I've little for sale beyond the very history of the elven people. I sell not just goods, but memories, wisely chosen.
Most marvelous magic right at your fingertips. Most marvelous magic right at your fingertips. Most marvelous magic right at your fingertips. Most marvelous magic right at your fingertips.
I help you to know.
Welcome to Ark, stranger. Care to see a trick? Well, it looks like you have a few of your own talents to share. The old gags are such delights, aren't they? I deal in the more arcane sort of magic. But there's also some magic in a little sleight of hand and a wide smile, as well you know.
Unhappy? Yes. They've been scattered by fog and wind to every corner of the world, and like most elves, these ones wait for something, someone. I suspect they'd pray for a salvation that may or may not arrive. As for me...
He waves his palm through the air. A trail of multicolored smoke trails behind it to form a hazy rainbow. He then blows into the rainbow, and it dissipates into a dozen formless wisps.
I create my own happiness.
All set? My stuff will get you started, at least. Merchant Roz and his pals, their stock's exceptional. Might want to check his place out once that wedding's over and done.
The elf raises her head and peers down her nose at you.
This is a place for scholarly pursuits. You do not look the scholarly sort. You carry enough weapons and sundries to burden an over-muscled ox. And like most armored residents of Arks, your pursuits are not likely intellectual. Hardly. I cry for peace. They yearn for war. They stray from civilized thought, ignore the lessons and memories of the fallen. Strife does not unite us. It scatters us. I tell them, yet they do not hear.
She nods silently.
Most marvellous magic, right at your fingertips.
Those flames, God!
Most marvellous magic, right at your fingertips.
She studiously ignores you.
The elves suffer, but the elves still stand. You have not seen the end of us. The mother is dead and we are free. The war of the races approaches. The elves shall stand. You shall not see the end of us.
Gods, those flames! And Voidwoken, here in our sanctuary. Our sanctuary! The ancient Empire Consulate. We were swarmed by Voidwoken, and everything just caught fire. We couldn't quench it. What if someone is still there, and those monsters, my gods! You'd go in there? Zol Stissa, bless you. Please, save what you can, who you can.
You have the trust. Lucian's blessings to you, stranger. I'm Sister Avony, the head priestess of the cathedral.
My child, it shall be my pleasure to assuage your worries, if I can. Such tragedy, such pain, so many avoidable deaths at a time when we should fight united against the Voidwoken. But the Magisters brought their destruction on themselves. They departed from the rightful path of the Divine. Lord Kem showed them the path to the light, but alas, they cast their lot with the God King. Of this I have no doubt. These are perilous times. Of course you feel fear. Even in the cathedral, which was designed by the best engineers under the supervision of Lord Ahu himself, in order to bring the faithful closer to their divine. The east and west chapels contain the most breathtaking art by the finest artists. Lucian and the seven before him are represented most faithfully. Perhaps a meditation in their presence would soothe you. Or perhaps in the cool interior, you may join the endless prayer. Give your power to the divine, that you too may be empowered. I promise you will feel fulfilled. Of course, there is the terrible justice of the path of blood. Gruesome, perhaps. Demanding, definitely. But those who take the path demonstrate the truest of true faith. Their purity will surely be rewarded, as will yours. My child, there is no shame in fearing the path of blood. Only those who believe themselves free from sin should attempt it. And of those few, there are fewer still who are truly pure. If you are truly free of sin, take the path. If you survive, you will have achieved something great. If not, well, you have given your life to a noble cause, and few will find such purpose in death. Not until Lucian rises again in answer. The prayer will remain ceaseless until the day of his resurrection. The Divine will light our way again. This building, this edifice of grace and beauty, was the result of Ahu's vision, the work of many women and men, as was the Path of Blood. It is by far Sander's greatest achievement. He was one of the engineers, you know. Brilliant fellow. I suspect the strain left him broken. He makes toys now. A waste of his genius, but a great gift to the children of Arx. Most matters, not all. Lord Ahu is the keeper of the cathedral. Only he can approach the remains of Lucian the Divine. I tend to the more typical matters of the cathedral, guiding those who visit us in their worship, and organizing the feeding and housing of our brothers and sisters, Lord Ahu included. Oh, the Lord Protector must not be disturbed on a day this holy. But if you come by the cathedral later, you may attain his sacred benediction. Of course, the Lady Alice has been to the cathedral before, but I confess it's been a while since I've seen her. You have the trust of Lord Ahu. Surely you deserve it.
I've spotted something.
We came all this way.
I pledge my soul. Oh, Lucian, please return.
Please return. Can we go in? I want to see the
Lucian, please return.
I pledge my soul. Oh, Lucian, please return.
Pledge my life, oh Lucian, please return.
I pledge my soul, oh Lucian. Please return.
Can we go in?
I pledge my soul. Oh, Lucian, please return.
I pledge my heart.
I pledge my life, O Lucian.
I pledge my
Please
soul.
return.
I pledge my heart. Oh, Lucy, please return.
I pledge my heart. Please return.
I pledge my life,
I
Lucian.
pledge my life, O
Please
Lucian.
return.
I pledge my
Please
heart.
return.
Please.
I pledge my soul.
I pledge my
Please
soul.
return.
Oh, Lucian, please return.
I burn and not showing with oath.
I pledge my heart, O Lucian. We came all this way. Please return.
In the beginning was
I pledge my heart.
We came all this way.
I pledge my soul. Please return.
Duna, god of the dwarves. Did they really need such a big painting? Amadia, goddess of wizards and necromancers. Good riddance. Vrogir of the orcs, the bloodthirsty degenerate. I wonder what happened to the orcish godwoken.